Welcome everyone to the third round of the NCAA Tournament from Raleigh, North Carolina. It's the 14th seed Mercer Bears and the 11th seeded Tennessee Volunteers. Mercer won the Atlantic Sun Tournament, then beat Duke in the opening game here. Tennessee began in Dayton with the win over Iowa Wednesday, then Friday here, beating UMass. The winner advances to the Sweet 16. Mercer still riding high after one of the biggest upsets so far in the tournament. It was here Friday, beating the third seed Blue Devils. A lot of fun. Hi everyone. Kevin Harlan along with the Hall of Famer Reggie Miller and Lenny Elmore, and on the sideline Rachel Nichols. All right, take me through this Mercer story, and with the emphasis on their guard play.
Important how guard play been in this tournament. Senior leadership to it, it's huge. Langston Hall, Anthony White Jr., in my opinion, how they react to the tough pressure by Jason Richardson, Armani Moore in them pick and roll situations. If they want to continue dancing to the Sweet 16, that will be huge.
Lenny, the Volunteers are a load and playing very, very well.
Well, certainly the story for Tennessee are their bigs. Nicknamed the Bruise Brothers, they put a hurting on opponents in each of the two tourney games they played. They combined for 32 points, 22.5 rebounds per game. They have just absolutely dominated the lane.
The coach of the Bears of Mercer from Macon, Georgia, 56-year-old Bob Hoffman. In his 6th year and doing obviously a terrific job. Here's his crew. Langston Hall is the leading scorer for Mercer. The top scorer for Tennessee is senior Jordan McCray. And their coach, and a guy knows about guard play, is Hanzo Martin in his 3rd season as the head coach of the Volunteers. Great officiating crew. John Higgins has officiated 4 Final Fours. Vern Harris, 4 Final Fours. And Dwayne Gladden in his 9th NCAA Tournament, and away we go from Raleigh, North Carolina.
And these two teams somewhat familiar with one another. First round of the NIT last season. Mercer goes into Knoxville and gets a win.
With Antonio Barton. Nice defense running into the result.
Well, it's a good start for Barton. Barton struggling a little bit. Came into this game 2 of 15 in the 2 tournament games. That's a terrific anticipation by him. And Reggie, you're right. They know each other reasonably well, obviously having scouted and played each other just a year ago, almost to the day.
But remember, no Jerron Mayman in that game last year, out with the knee injury.
This is Hall finding some coverage on him. Shot clock at 6. Thomas outside. Gowan. Hall, 1 to fire. Too much time. Shot clock violation.
Clock recognition. That's something that's very surprising for a senior-led team.
This is what happened the last time they met in the first round of the NIT. Lenny, it was in Knoxville, and Mercer won over the major team, obviously, in Tennessee. A surprise.
And you take a look at the balance that they had 4 players with 12-plus points. That's how they've been able to win. Everybody's a threat on that team. But this is a different Tennessee team, as Reggie mentioned. Jerron Mayman on the floor, and he combined with Jonell Stokes are formidable inside.
Richardson on the wing. His game has really been elevated in these NCAAs. Into Mayman. Stokes went by Thomas, finds 2, and some paint points for the Volunteers to get things started.
That's a terrific read inside. The double team. Mayman sees Stokes going exactly where he needs to go, straight to the front of the 10.
And they're making some elbow room inside, aren't they?
This is something that Coach Martin addressed with us yesterday during practice, continuing to start games by feeding Stokes and Mayman down low to allow the defense to collapse. Normally you think it's kicking out for shooters, but on that particular time, big to big, Mayman to Stokes.
Hall on top.
This is huge right here. Josh Richardson's defense on Langston Hall.
Percy's inside on the front doorstep and couldn't get it.
And Percy in that game last season. Nice pass there by Richardson to Stokes. Stokes off to the quicks. 5 points here.
Reward the big man for running.
That's right. You want your horses to work, you got to feed them. But how about Stokes streaking down the floor and pinpoint passing. Lost art of the bounce pass.
Mercer is taking one across the chin, and the Bigs delivering as they've done during this magic carpet ride for the Tennessee Volunteers.
With AT&T's new pricing for families, you get 4 lines on AT&T's network, including unlimited talk, unlimited text, and 10 gigs of data to share.
10 gigs?
10 gigs. All for $160 a month.
You know, I think our family really needed this. It's really going to bring us closer together.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yep.
Introducing our best ever family pricing. For instance, a family of 4 gets 10 gigs of data with unlimited talk and text for $160 a month. Only from AT&T.
At Degree, we believe that everything can be improved. And we mean everything. We love to do things. And when we get to make them better, it just feels fantastic.
That's why we pushed ourselves to create new and improved Degree Motion Sense, the only antiperspirant that releases extra protection when you move. It keeps you fresher even as Old Spice deodorant fades. Protection improved, so you can do more.
What's in your ear? Oh, a quarter.
Check for more.
Well, I guess I can double check. My watch.
It pays to double check with State Farm.
Starting route now. Exit in 1/4 mile. Bear toward the right in 500. Make that 100 feet. Take a right-hand turn in. Wow, that came up quick. In a 1/4 mile, take a left on. You are ahead of me. Prepare to take a left onto Broad. Are you doing that on purpose? Your final destination is coming up at... Never mind, we're here.
Navigate your route quicker.
Phew.
The new Regal from Buick.
A burst to start for Tennessee as we say good evening to Rachel Nichols.
Well, Kev, the last thing an underdog like Mercer needs to be is without one of its players, but they are without their backup center. Monty Brown suffered a concussion during that Duke game. It was so bad that he had significant memory loss, was very sensitive to light and to sound. Now, he told me today he is feeling better. He is cleared to sit on the bench as long as he keeps those earplugs in. But, guys, he can't get out on the court, which is where his team needs him.
Well, to me, so much pressure now goes to the third-string center, T.J. Hallis. We talked about Kersey not being able to get in foul trouble, but at some point in time, he's going to have to come over to the bench. Hallis is going to have to come in and just give that relief moment until Kersey can get back in. He's not as strong as Kersey, nor as tall.
Out of that break, no changes.
I'll tell you what, though, pressure on Kersey as well to stay out of foul trouble and to deliver. And that last play where he had a chance to dunk the ball and didn't, you know, that's significant. He's got to play with confidence.
How about this for Tennessee? 6 of their 7 points in the paint. Establish the bigs down low.
And what was interesting, Mercer on Friday allowed Duke to score only 10 points in the paint. And they got the win as Moten picks up his first.
And we talked about the pressure on Kersey. He's got to make this. Take a look at Jerron Stokes right there on this play. Grabs the rebound. He is the fastest guy on the floor. I mean, it's bad enough that he's big and he's strong, but that fast? Good gracious.
Darnell Stokes already has 21 double-doubles this season, time for #1 in all of college basketball.
What I like, too, in this offense for Tennessee, you put him at that high post area. Nice weave action there as Richardson gets the foul. You put Stokes at that high post area. He, along with Mayman, excellent passers in the high post offense.
White picks up his first foul. Richardson will be at the line. He was the junior from Edmond, Oklahoma, Santa Fe High School, for the Tennessee Volunteers in their first NCAA Tournament appearance since 2011.
And Reg, you were talking about pressure on T.J. Hallis. There's a lot of pressure on him. I think that Coach Hoffman, though, decided he was going to go with Darius Moten, 22, initially before he brings him in. And, that obviously is an experiment he's tried. Moten back on the bench now.
Ike Wamu is coming, a sophomore from Mercer.
If you're Coach Martin in Tennessee, you could not have asked for a better start. Obviously, you're playing a number 14 seed, and there's a tendency to kind of look upon them, understanding you were expecting to possibly play Duke. And now you have Mercer here sitting in front of you. It's easy to kind of come out lackadaisical. Hasn't been the case here early on for the Volunteers.
Horsey down low. He's picked up by Stokes and doubled by McCray. Here's the three. That's right down the chute. Ike Wamu just checked in and hits a triple.
How huge was Wamu versus Duke? 10 points off the bench, and the energy that he brought really manifested through his team.
And right now, Mercer in a 2-3 zone, looking to at least slow down the Tennessee attack.
Well, not only does it slow it down, though, but you can kind of keep eyes on the bigs down low.
Bad miss by McCray, covered on the play by Gowan. It was a shove, and it was a foul on Wamu.
Well, how important is it going to be for the Bears to knock down wide open shots? If they can continue to do this, Daniel Corsi will have a little bit more room to operate down low. And I like the move here by Coach Hoffman going to the 2-3 zone. Remember now, Tennessee is a terrible three-point shooting team, only 34% on the season.
Monty Moore will come in, taking the place of Josh Richardson for the Volunteers.
Well, you hope, if you're a Tennessee fan, that they recognize they're not a good three-point shooting team.
And attack.
They start attack it from the inside. Knocked away, Gowan. Lackadaisical. Jarnell Stokes didn't come to that ball, didn't play strong with it.
I'll give a partial blame to Barton. Barton should have understood that Gowan was underneath. Now back-to-back threes by the Bears. 6-0 run to get back in this ball game.
Leading scorer Langston Hall out of Atlanta, the Atlantic Sun Player of the Year, getting the long shot in.
Yeah, Bears back into it. You can see more bounce in their step. A little shell-shocked initially, but now they know they're in this game.
Moore tried to squeeze one in there. Plenty of time on the clock.
Now with Armani Moore in and Josh Richardson going to the bench, it'll be more likely to be guarding Langston Hall.
Shot clock at 2. Barton's got to throw it up. Rebound pulled down by Hall.
They missed the shot, but at least they're starting to attack it the way they should.
A 3. And a rebound right there for Jarnell Stokes. He's got his second. He leads him in rebounding.
I don't mind the shot there by Hall. Offensive foul down low on Jerron Mayman.
It was an 8-0 Tennessee lead. A first to begin. Mercer's come back. Less than 5 into the first.
If you told us that Simply was the most perfect orange juice in the world, gosh, we wouldn't know what to say. Except the customer is always right. Never frozen, never sweetened, never concentrated. Simply orange. Honestly simple.
The Lexus Command Performance Sales Event has begun. It's time to chart an entirely new course. With the Lexus CT Hybrid, featuring an EPA-estimated 42 mpg combined. The further you go, the more interesting it gets. Take command of the moment. Then take command of the road during the Lexus Command Performance Sales Event. Get great offers on your favorite Lexus models, now through March 31st. This is the pursuit of perfection.
We dream and we build. We never give up. We never quit.
That's the way the world works. Not black and white. Extremely gray.
American Hustle on Blu-ray.
Watch every game in real time from anywhere on any device. Never miss a moment. NCAA March Madness Live.
My father bought the Chevrolet dealership in August the 2nd of 1961. We're approaching our 53rd year. Our motto is, it's where customer satisfaction is not our goal, it's our business. We want the people to see, hey, there is a difference at Ray Smith Chevrolet Buick. They're passionate about what they do, they're enthusiastic, and they're going to do it right. You're family with us, and we're going to make sure that we treat you like you would want to be treated.
When your office is 1,500 acres, it's good to have the right help. With models up to 62 horsepower or 1,400-pound payload. Go tough. Go strong. Go Gator.
Stop by our dealership for special offers taking place for a limited time. Get great deals and service on legendary John Deere equipment.
It's been 29 years since Mercer has been in the NCAA Tournament, and inside the Mercer locker room, head coach Bob Hoffman's pregame speech using our iView technology.
Tonight's win is not a matter of chance. It's about possession by possession, working harder than they do, getting more than they're willing to give, getting more rebounds than they want to give, taking more charges, getting on the floor quicker than they possibly could, and you give more to each other and believe the best. Believe the best in everybody in this room, and we'll once again do something nobody believes you guys can do. That's what will happen today. Let's do it. Let's go, man.
I tell you what, Coach Hoffman hit every check box that they need in order to win this ball game. But they've got to play within themselves. You know, they're a terrific three-point shooting team, 38% from beyond the arc. They make about 8 per game and 16 assists per game. That means they got to move the ball, and that's one of the ways.
Again, they lob it over the bigs inside Corsi for 2.
And that's one advantage. And we're talking about the wide bigs for Tennessee, but how about the tall one big for Mercer, that they have the advantage down low.
Floater, Richardson, down it goes. Best defender on the team with a nice runner and finding the deuce.
Talk about Coach Hoffman. I was so impressed with his practice yesterday. Every team has 90 minutes on the clock to practice. He used 89 of those 90 minutes teaching the fundamentals of basketball. Very impressive.
Moore picks up the foul, number 1 for Tennessee.
When you take a look at the front by Jarnell Stokes, the problem with fronting is you better be sure a guy guarding the ball is pressuring the ball. You front a guy the size of Corsi, and the passer has a good look at him, he'll hit it every time.
Wamu, Corsi, Gollum. Wamu came off the bench, hit a quick triple. They go inside. Stokes is watching Corsi.
Loves to come back to that right shoulder. If you're Stokes, you've got to recognize that and look at the game film and continue to force him over that left shoulder.
Lenny, he started 2 or 3.
Yeah, and now it's time for some help. Tennessee has got to peel somebody off and help at least make Corsi pick the ball up off the floor.
It's a 3.
Again, 34% shooting, 3-point shooting for Tennessee. If they're going to continue to take outside shots, if you're Coach Hoffman and Mercer Bears, you'll live with that.
Reds 0 of 3 on 3-point shots so far.
Well, you said 34% on the season. They are 7 for 39 in this tournament.
Martin driving, slashing, fouled on the play. Watch live games on your Amazon Kindle, Android device, iPhone, iPad, or computer with NCAA March Madness Live. Watch now at ncaa.com/March Madness or download the app today. Foul goes on Gowan for the first time.
Yeah, I mean, Reg, you talked about it. They have to know who they are.
Yes.
And sure, you got to take an open look if that's all you have. But you can't settle for threes if you're a team that shoots it from beyond the arc as poorly as Tennessee has shown.
Reg, Tennessee so far from the free throw line, an early 3 of 4, and Mercer heads up to get to the stripe. Barton. Anthony Barton, as they will go to the bench. Darius Thompson will come in for Barton, the transfer from Memphis.
Langston Hall is going to sleep well after this game. Between Josh Richardson and Alani Moore, who are going to be checking him for 40 minutes of this game.
Dorsey with a high screen. Coaching 13 to play in the first half. Gowan, Hall, a 15-footer. It's picked up by New Orleans State freshman Darius Thompson. McCray slashes. And he slams it hard.
But it was the wide body of Jerron Mayman that allowed McCray to get in there and finish. He sealed off Corsi so he couldn't rotate over with the help.
And if you're a Tennessee fan, you love the fact that they knew who they were on that possession. Their athleticism and the quickness of McCray rather than settle for the three.
Mercer has started 4 of 8 from the floor. Wamu. Shot clock at 10. Hall against Richardson. The step back triple. Mayman, the Marquette transfer, gobbles it up. Hall has started 1 of 5.
And I know everyone's saying rushed 4 shot, but Hall has to be aggressive offensively if this Mercer team has any shot. Because at the end of the day, you've got to score points against a very stingy volunteer defense.
And the guards for Tennessee are pretty good defenders, but they got to isolate Hall on a guy so he can get his moves off.
Daniel Corsi knocks it away. He was the ASUN Defensive Player of the Year, the senior from Savannah.
And look at this 747 here. Mayman with the nice little screen to allow McCray with the finish.
Back and forth we go. The Volunteers by 4.
Are you up for whatever happens next?
I think I could do that. This is a bizarre time.
See Ian's full night at upforwhatever.com.
You? Yankee?
Me?
You?
Yeah.
No one get hurt if you don't play no game. Look at me.
Sure.
Look at me.
Sure.
I'm the captain now.
Four-wheel steering is why I get up in the morning.
The only thing better than the smell of fresh-cut grass is the smell of perfectly level, fresh-cut grass.
That yellow seat's my favorite chair.
You want to find a John Deere dealer? Just set your GPS to Tractor Experts.
When my grandson grows up, it's his, but it's all mine now.
That's how we run, and nothing runs like a Deere.
Now get $400 off all John Deere 4-wheel steer lawn tractors at a dealer near you.
It's one of the most amazing things we build, and it doesn't even fly. We build it in classrooms and exhibit halls, mentoring tomorrow's innovators. We build it raising roofs, preserving habitats, and serving America's veterans. Every day, thousands of Boeing volunteers help make their communities the best they can be, building something better for all of us.
The age of the oversized luxury car is about to give way to a smarter, more nimble breed. Introducing the Buick Encore. That's your kind of luxury. Buick Encore is J.D. Power's highest-ranked subcompact CUV in initial quality.
Hey everyone, Greg Gumbel in New York with an All-State Good Hands update for you on CBS in San Antonio. They've gone to halftime. Iowa State's DeAndre Kane leading the way with 15 points. At the break, the Cyclones lead North Carolina 40-37. Back to Kevin, Reggie, and Len.
All right, Greg, thank you. And of course, the winner will take on UConn at the Garden in the Sweet 16.
Well, coming out here, obviously, Mercer on defense, but on offense, they've got to find a way to get Langston Hall to penetrate. 1 of 5 from the field, 1 of 4 from beyond the arc, and 0 assists. This is a guy that averages almost 6 assists per game. He's not able to create for his teammates if he settles.
Stokes. Neiman. He gets it out. Richardson has it. Shot clock at 3. Way outside. McCray can't get it. Picked up by Wamu.
Didn't hit the rim.
I'd like to remind you folks that Coke Zero wants to know, are you a real fan? Hashtag prove it. Visit the Coke Zero social arena in March Madness Live.
Interesting lineup on the floor for Mercer. No Kersey, no Hall. If you're Jacob Gollan, you've got to be aggressive offensively with both of your primary scorers on the bench for Mercer.
Cannavaro has come in now at the point. Wamu on top, getting a screen for Hallis. Just comes in as the big, the third string big. Wamu into Richardson.
But you see that
by Stokes.
That's the kind of shots that Hall needs to take, the kind of opportunities Hall needs to take, and sitting on the bench may give him some perspective as to what's available and what's not.
Gollan watching Stokes, doubled by Hallis, and outside to Richardson.
And I'm going to tell you why I like that play. Stokes gets the ball down low. 2 black jerseys come to him. Richardson does exactly what you're supposed to do. You hit and replace. Nice jump shot there by Richardson.
7-0 run for Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee, again, recognizing their identity going inside out, makes those 3-pointers a lot easier when the pass is coming from inside.
And Thomas. Gollan around McCray. Rebound Cannavaro to Hallis. Thomas, an open triple.
Second shot opportunities, and it's plays like those as the Mercer Bears retreat back to the 2-3 zone.
And those are the best threes you want. Second chance coming from inside, kicking it back outside where the jump shooter can step into that shot.
It's a McCray 3. Picked up, offensive rebound. Grabbed there by the freshman Thompson. Mercer is at 3 of their 5 triples so far.
If you're Tennessee, you can't fall in love with the 3-point shot. Attack the zone from within.
Stokes, good position, doubled. Neiman, pushed, foul. As the offensive rebounding numbers clearly in the side of the Volunteers. 6-1. The foul goes on the guard, Cannavaro.
Well, you take a look right there. The double team, Stokes recognizes it, and that's what we mean when we talk about inside out. Get it inside, force the defense to collapse. And here, the same thing. Second chance opportunity, all the white shirts in the paint. 3-point shooter can just step into it, knock it down.
Here's Jerron Neiman, who is from Madison, Wisconsin, Memorial High School. Missed all of last season as they worked on both knees, but he's back. He looks terrific. And he has been one of the primary reasons why Tennessee finds themselves where they are right now.
Well, you got Hall and White back in the ball game. That period of time just probably gave them some perspective as to what's available.
We've already seen Neiman to Stokes for the and one, but on that particular play, they went down to Jarnell Stokes, collapsed on him, and he found his brother, Jerron Neiman, and got fouled going to the free throw line. Talking about both of them being excellent passers for big men.
Curl needs a walk-on. He has built up his resume on scholarship now, just past the 9.5-minute mark of the first half. A 3. He's knocked down another one. Bud Thomas, a 1,000-point score from Highlands Ranch, Colorado, where he was the 2-time high school player of the year in the state of Colorado.
Yeah, this Mercer team, they're not going to be too rattled. They play within themselves. We talked about 5 senior starters on this team. They recognize, and they've seen every type of situation.
So Mercer plus 9, shooting threes. Tennessee plus 6 at the free throw line. Richardson the triple. Hallis the rebound.
Tell you what, Tennessee's got to wake up now. Each possession is important because Mercer's starting to feel and find their range.
Hallis, Neiman, and McCray.
Nice shot there by Hallis in transition. 1 for 7 from beyond the arc. is Tennessee.
Another guy slipping. They've got ice underneath this for the NHL team here. And across the lane, up and in. Richardson's got 8 points. And when asked yesterday, Coach Conzo Martin said the two guys that have elevated their game more than any, Barton and this kid, Josh Richardson, the junior.
More known for his defense, but in this tournament, he's been, along with Jarnell Stokes, the most important offensive player for this Tennessee team.
Rachel Nichols, Josh Richardson's the best free throw shooter for Tennessee at the line right now.
The team's mood by joking around a lot, but guys, I gotta tell you, Coach Martin thought he was joking around too much toward the end of their season. He called Josh into his office. He said, when you're on the court, I need you to be more serious. Since then, Josh has been all business, and you can tell it shows.
Oh, you talk about all business, Rachel. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 55% from the field in the 2 tournament games thus far.
Moulton triple. Stokes rebound.
And those numbers are way above his average.
Look at Richardson fly down court.
And that was all started with the outlet from Jarnell Stokes.
Richardson in regular season averaged 9. In the tournament, he's averaged 16. He's got 11 so far.
Well, it's one thing to make your teammates laugh, and it's another thing to make the opponents cry.
Coverage of the NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament is sponsored by Simply Orange, Infinity, and by Enterprise Rent-A-Car.
Good story, Rachel. It was not.
What are you watching? Only classic NCAA March Madness. I think I can get you a better look.
Thanks for pressing the Mayday button. I'm Amy. How can I help?
I want to show Smitty this clip on the big screen.
If you want to put that video up on your TV, tap the display icon, and you can beam it up to the big screen.
That's the last time you jumped that high. You know we went all the way.
Kindle Fire HDX with Mayday, only from Amazon.
Hey, where you going? There's another angle.
I'm Johnny Williams, and my dream was to have a beer with my friends at America's highest bar. Shock Top made it happen.
Shock Top, Belgian-style unfiltered weed. Live life unfiltered.
Hey, Chris Webber. We're trying to watch the... Chris Webber!
Whoa, is that...
2 sandwiches at $5 at Burger King.
Can I get a Big King?
Watch like a king with the NCAA 2 for $5 deal, only at Burger King, where taste is king.
At Transamerica, we help make secure financial tomorrows a reality for over 19 million people, like Alex.
After years of working, I was finally able to repay myself and my family. Transamerica helped provide a lifetime of retirement income so I can focus on what matters most, being a co-pilot to my grandkids.
Everyone has a moment when tomorrow becomes real. Transamerica. Transform tomorrow.
On Wisconsin!
Huskers!
Concordia!
Gauchos!
Go Rebels!
You!
Woo!
At Enterprise, we hire more college graduates every year than anyone else.
And many of us play college sports, too.
From Cobbers to Wildcats.
From Bulldogs
to Silver Swords.
Do we have spirit? Yes, we do.
And we put it to work for you every single day.
That's the Enterprise way.
Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
Conan, a week of shows from Dallas. Starts Monday, March 31st at 11. Only on TBS. Very funny.
You can take a look at the early numbers, the three-point shooting, no surprise in favor of Mercer, the rebounding in favor of Tennessee, which means against the Volunteers, Lenny, are playing their kind of game.
Oh, absolutely. They got 14 points in the paint. Their bigs are rebounding the ball well. They're giving opportunities on the fast break to Richardson, and quite honestly, a plus 10 on the glass. If it wasn't for a couple of errant three-point shots, you know, they'd be playing almost a perfect game for themselves.
Well, we also talked about the guards of Mercer, especially White Jr. He hasn't even taken a shot. Langston Hall, 1 of 5. This is the guy's leading scorer for the Mercer Bears. at 15 points. He's made 82 made threes on the season, but it's been that hounding defense by Josh Richardson and Armani Moore.
All back out there. Moulton remains on the one side. Coursey down low. On top is White. That's the 5 for the Mercer Barons.
And again, one of the telling things, Tennessee plus 10 on the glass. Big fella Daniel Coursey has no rebounds. I mean, their whole front line is 0 rebounds.
Coursey, and he got it to go on the bottom half of the circle.
But again, Stokes allowed him to get to that right shoulder.
Here's Barton with the ball, more on the side. Down low, they have Reese, Richardson, and Stokes. That's the volunteer 5 on the floor. Approaching 7 to play in the first half. Richardson with 11, now 13.
He's feeling it.
Yep.
He is in the zone. Not only offensively, but he's locked in defensively on Langston Hall.
He's 5 of 6, Len.
And I'll tell you what, on that last play, he didn't settle for a 3. He pulled it up off the dribble, took what the defense gave him in a nice mid-range.
Coursey, Stokes will battle. With a double, no hedge. Back on top. That is a travel and a turnover. The 3rd for Mercer.
Remember, we talked about Coursey having an advantage on Stokes, and here's just a nice move using his size, and you mentioned it, Reg. Stokes has got to get on that shoulder.
And Richardson baseline, one dribble, a little bit of a hesitation. 13 points for Josh Richardson on 5 of 6 shooting.
But on that last Mercer turnover, it was all about peeling somebody back. You don't have to necessarily double, but peel back and take some space, make Coursey operate in tighter spaces, and that's why he turned it over.
Now Mercer is going to go to this 1-2-2 matchup zone.
Heyman is in, Reese is out. That was the change moments ago for Gonzo Martin. For Tennessee, they go down there. Gowan has now come back in for Mercer. Here's a 3. Richardson. Oh, my goodness. He has got the stroke tonight. 16 first half points. What a display. Coursey digging his way into Stokes.
It's a much difficult shot when you force them the other way.
Clark leading them the other way.
Richardson is calling for the ball as well.
He was so far away from him. He said, give it to me.
That's a foul. It's on Tennessee. And it's on Richardson, who has the last 10 volunteer points.
Boy, can you spell zone? That's where Richardson is, man. He didn't hesitate off that one. Nice pronation, follow through.
I like it.
Well, the Volunteers coming in at 23-12. The 11th seed. They've won 7 of 8. Late season surge has them here with the chance to go to the Sweet 16. Hall slashing, feeding, Coursey.
And that 1-2 combination of Hall and Coursey are going to have to be much more aggressive offensively. That high screen and roll and side screen and roll is their bread and butter.
Lenny Coursey doing his job. He's 4 or 5 inside for Mercer.
Yeah, and he can't do it by himself, though. He needs, as Reggie just said, a Hall to play a 2-man game with him. Get it where he can use it.
He deflects one right there. Look like maybe Anthony White Jr. comes up a bit lame. Screen by Maimon. Thus switching the prey. Stokes cleans it up well.
Here's the problem. When Coursey came over to help with that block shot, no one got to the body, which is easier said than done, on Jarnell Stokes.
Hey, the guy averages over 4 offensive rebounds per game. So you got to put a body on him. First guy you look for.
Gowan has his first 3, a triple.
And the only thing that's really keeping the Mercer Bears in this game has been that 3-point shot. 5 of 9 today already.
Plus 9 points. Mercer beyond the arc. Maimon draws the double. So it's outside and Barton for 3.
There you go. Perfect execution by Tennessee inside out. It may not be a great 3-point shooting team, but that's usually when they try to do it off the bounce or off a lateral pass. When they go inside out, those guys are a lot more accurate.
Great try by Warner across the lane into the cup. So the shooting of Mercer, 47%. Tennessee at 55% from the floor. 4 to play, first half.
And on the season, Tennessee only shoots about 45% from the field.
Well, Lenny, here's what you were talking about moments ago. Great execution by the Volunteers.
That's right. You get the ball inside. Defender turns his head off the double, and you fill the spot and knock it down.
And Ikwamu with the nice drive and finish, keeping Mercer alive.
The age of the oversized luxury car is about to give way to a smarter, more nimble breed. Introducing the Buick Encore. That's your kind of luxury. Buick Encore is J.D. Power's highest-ranked subcompact CUV in initial quality.
I don't know who they are, but I love them.
Oh, me too, because I went there. I didn't just hop on the bandwagon.
Save the speech, kid. Sure, it's your Cinderella story, but this time of year, everyone gets invited to the ball. So share some school spirit and teach them that fight song of yours.
We're the mighty Ospreys.
Grab a seat. The game is on.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Mighty Ospreys. Soar, 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 soar.
Gunderman Group.
Gunderman Group is growing. Getting in a groove. Growth is gratifying. Goal is to grow.
Gotta get greater growth.
Growth? Growth.
I just talked to UPS. They have a lot of great ideas, like smart pickups. They'll only show up when you print a label, and it's automatic. We save time and money.
Time? Money?
Time and money.
Awesome.
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 Awesome. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome. I love logistics.
When your office is 1,500 acres, it's good to have the right help. With models up to 62 horsepower or 1,400-pound payload. Go tough. Go strong. Go Gator. Get $1,000 off the Gator RSX 850i at a dealer near you.
That should just about do it.
Excuse me? What are you doing?
Well, we're fine-tuning these small cells that improve coverage, capacity, and quality of the network.
It means you'll be able to post from the break room.
Great.
Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
A little.
I'm sorry, I have to go.
Oh, okay.
AT&T is building you a better network.
Masters Live streams exclusive video of Amen Corner, 15 and 16 in 2 featured groups. For more, go to cbssports.com/masters and masters.com. Coming up on the AT&T at the half, scores and highlights, plus the latest NCAA Tournament news and the Naismith Watch presented by AT&T, revealing the 4 finalists for the Naismith Trophy. That's all coming up on the AT&T at the half. The Tennessee Volunteers from the SEC have scored on 6 of their last 7 possessions. Reds, they're up by 9. They've gone 10 of 20 from the field.
Yeah, but you just hope it's not fool's gold. Their first 2 wins in this tournament versus Iowa and UMass, they did not shoot the ball particularly well. It was their defense that got them over the hump. Tonight they're shooting 55% on the season. They shoot 55% on the season. They normally shoot 45%. So you hope they don't fall into that things are going right and then offensively for us, and then Mercer finds a way to get back in this ball game.
But that's what those timeouts and that coaching staff is all about. They constantly have to remind these guys, you know, you're 3 of 9, you're shooting from the arc just enough to make the defense honest. Don't get 3 happy. You're rebounding the ball offensively the way we'd like, and you're doubling Mercer in the paint, 16 points to 8. Keep it up.
Jabri Bryan is checked in, the sophomore from Savannah for Mercer. 2.
1 of 6 now.
And the thing about Mercer is, you know, they haven't gotten to the free throw line at all. You know, Tennessee is in the bonus. Mercer is 2 or 3 fouls away from getting in the bonus. They've got to penetrate more. They've got to put more pressure on the Tennessee defense.
Mercer has not taken a single free throw. Tennessee's taken 10. And across the lane, Stokes glides for the deuce.
And if you don't bring the double early on Stokes, see how quick he made that low post move on Corsi and got to that right shoulder.
It's the biggest lead for Tennessee. 3 to play in the first half. Hall, Corsi, Stokes defends. Maiman gobbles it up. Little hand-to-hand combat there with a much smaller Anthony White Jr. of Mercer.
We don't expect this much offense from Josh Richardson, known more so as the primary defender on the wing for the Volunteers, but a nice start here in this first half.
Richardson averages just a little under 10 points a game on the season, 16 in this half. And as I said, that's his average for the tournament thus far.
Guy with the ball, leading scorer with 16, Josh Richardson. There's a tie-up. It'll go to Mercer. Get the most complete coverage of every team in your bracket and the tournament's best moments with the TeamStream app from Bleacher Report. Fuel your passion with TeamStream on your iPhone, iPad, or Android device today. Kevin Harlan, Reggie Miller, Lenny Elmore, Rachel Nichols, Raleigh, North Carolina. The winner going to the Sweet 16, Mercer in Tennessee.
Let's see if they can maybe try to get Anthony White Jr. a shot.
Nice deflection there by Barton.
He hasn't even been able to sniff a shot with Antonio Barton trailing him on every possession.
And that was an attempt to get him a shot, and Barton, like you just said, great anticipation. I still would like to see Hall penetrate more. They've got to be able to get somebody in the teeth of that Tennessee defense and draw and be able to kick.
He called it.
Jabri Bryan scoops it home. Nice play by Bryan, who averages 4 points a game. He puts in his first 2, and it's a 38-27 lead for Tennessee.
Well, at least somebody listens to me. Good gracious. It's about time.
We listen. Barton. Hall's on him. Richardson. White picks him up. Screen Maiman. Finding the slithery McCray.
Pogo stick. Oh. I mean, that is a great effort at the offensive end there by Jordan McCray.
He's got 6.
Your admonition about the Tennessee offense thus far, they understand who they are and how they got to where they're going.
Gollum dancing. Rebound by Stokes. Clutches onto his 7th rebound. Barton hoisting a 3. Oh, on his back. Timeout. Oh, they got the timeout before. Vern Harris, the veteran, called it.
Didn't need
overruled.
it. Didn't need it.
Right. Because it was going to be held ball and it was going to go to Tennessee.
That's right. Nevertheless.
But in the heat of the moment, Lynn, you never know who has the arrow or not. Better to be safe than sorry.
Tennessee, 9 offensive rebounds. It's fueled a lot of offense. They're up by 13 right now. Their biggest lead tonight.
In the nation, we reward safe driving. Add Vanishing Deductible from Nationwide Insurance and get $100 off your deductible for every year of safe driving. Which means you could save a lot of Benjamins. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
Interesting notes right there, but look at that last one. No Duke, no Kansas, no Syracuse. All the same time since 1985.
Yeah, but isn't this tournament supposed to be about the little engine that could? So if these Cinderella teams are playing well and advancing, isn't that what it's all about, Lynn?
I'll tell you, man, you're right. And we better get used to it.
Thank you.
Because as long as the one-and-done rule is still in place, you know, you're going to find that
parity.
Definitely you're going to have parity. You're going to have the older teams, greater experience. They're going to face the challenge of even the young guns.
A lot of congestion for Stokes. Had it knocked away, but the quick hands vacuuming it in for Tennessee. The rebounding advantage, 22-4. It's Richardson with a 3. That may have been a heat check. Look at Stokes. Another rebound. And they're getting those 50-50 balls you talk about, Lenny.
10.
Oh, look out.
10 offensive rebounds, which is allowing for second and third opportunity looks at the basket for Tennessee.
And you can say right now, nothing has gone to Tennessee's head. They are not taking anything for granted. That kind of hustle with this kind of lead tells me that they're all in.
That's a good point.
Well, look at Coach Martin. Is he the sixth man on the floor right now defensively for Tennessee?
He's played in NCAA games before.
He's getting down in the defensive stance, man.
He played for Gene Cady at Purdue. He was a great college guard for the Boilermakers. Now coaching in the SEC. No time on the clock. Shot clock violation. Dancing was Thomas. And the rebounding advantage as we go. There may be time on the clock. Let's hold off here. We're going to check one more time. Tennessee has run off the floor. Now they're going to bring it back out there. An 8-2 run by Tennessee. The last 3:56.
Yeah, it looks like there might be 1.1, 1.2 left on the clock here. But what a defensive effort to end this first half. Offensively, everything clicking, playing inside out, and defensively, for 35 seconds, this is how you move your feet and put a stamp.
Take a look once again. 1.2, 1.1, as you mentioned. Tell Tennessee they got another possession. They're coming back quick.
Absolutely. The way they've been scoring, the way they've been rebounding. Mercer, though, a resilient ball club. They start 5 seniors. They've started 5 seniors for every game this season. They're the only school in D1 to do that. So the senior-heavy roster of the Bears will have to deal with, for Coach Bob Hoffman, will be a pretty significant deficit at halftime.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Hoffman, you go in and you got to understand, though, that guys are going to have to step up. You've got 7 seniors on this team. And it wasn't a fluke that they beat Duke. But they executed in all the right ways.
And that's it. So Tennessee is plus 20 rebounds. They've taken 10 free throws to Mercer's none. And at halftime, Tennessee, who has beaten Iowa and UMass, is here against Mercer.
Well, 10 offensive rebounds in this first half alone for Tennessee, which has led to easy buckets in the paint for the Volunteers.
Rachel Nichols is ready.
Well, Coach Martin, you were so excited there at the end. We thought maybe you were going to jump back and start playing like your old playing days. How did your team keep at it? Even piling up a big lead, they never lost their energy.
Just playing hard, playing the way we play. We talked about it before the game, toughness, energy, and enthusiasm. And we're doing all 3 of those things right now.
You going to play for us here second half?
I wish I could, but my wheels are too bad.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Here's Josh Richardson has put in 16 first-half points. A terrific sharpshooter for the Volunteers in the tournament. That's the end of the first half. We'll take you to the AT&T at the half after these messages and a word from your local station.
I'm the world's worst cleaning lady. I'm here in your home having a pretty spectacular Tuesday. But I don't notice the loose rug at the top of your stairs. And that's about to become an issue for me. And if you've got the wrong home insurance coverage, my medical bills could get expensive. So get Allstate.
Good hands, good home. Make sure you have the right home protection. Talk to an Allstate agent.
True luxury isn't found following convention, because true luxury follows no one. Its beauty provokes, its touch seduces, its power frees. We believe true luxury liberates. The all-new Infiniti Q50. Lease an all-new Infiniti Q50 for $369 a month.
We have no allies.
I'm sorry I had to find out this way.
No enemies.
The country we were coming back to no longer exists.
Half the world's population dead or dying.
Yeah, I don't know.
I love it. It's March, baby. It's time for Toyota's sales event. Yeah, you gotta let people know.
I don't know.
Oh, come on, Jan. Everybody loves a mascot.
Well, you try it, Coach.
Bring it on.
Now get 0% financing on a new 2014 Corolla or a Toyota Care 2-year lease on Corolla S with zero due-it signing for $249 a month with no cost maintenance included.
This is some kind of deal here.
Toyota, let's go places.
It's Ford Truck Month, and F-Series, America's best-selling truck, is leading the charge. Check the standings. Emergency vehicles, Ford saves the day. Oil refinement, Ford drills it home. While the competition talks a big game, we just point to the scoreboard. During Ford Truck Month, get 1.9% for 60 months, plus up to $1,000 cash back on Super Duty, or score up to $4,500 cash back.
AT&T at the Half is presented by AT&T. Rethink possible.
North Carolina's taking the lead on Iowa State now in San Antonio. That game is playing out on CBS. TBS will bring you Stephen F. Austin. Stone Cold Stephen F. Austin.
Thank you.
And UCLA, Seth Davis has already called the game. But if you want to watch it anyway, that's where it's happening. It's on.
Spoiler alert.
Tennessee is physically dominating Mercer right now, up 42-27 and plus 20 in terms of rebounds. It's been quite a display by the Volunteers. That game, we'll take it to the second half in just a few minutes. Big story of the day, though. Number 1, Wichita State goes down to Kentucky. Last unbeaten team, first ever Division I team to get to 35-0. But this may have been the day that the Wildcats reached their potential. Fred VanVleet to Darius Carter for the dunk. Shockers up by 3. VanVleet, a couple of beautiful passes, guys.
Talk about the freshman on Kentucky, but this is a great freshman himself, leading the charge for the Shockers. Excuse me, sophomore.
Whatever he is, he can pass it. Cleanthony Early is finishing for him.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's 2 points right there.
That's a good 2 points. That's
nice
what that is.
2.5. Give him pie for that.
VanVleet had 6 assists. James Young misses. Julius Randle, the Mandel, with the putback dunk.
He is so strong and so athletic.
Yet another double-double for him today. Alex Poitras, the drive and the layup. And then Randle faces up, puts it on the floor, spins, hangs, hits, offhands, everything.
Smitty, that's not fair right there.
No, not at all. That's
that kind of talent.
That could be his highlight reel. Just that play.
Yes.
He showed everything. Going back the other way. It's VanVleet. Too early one more time. He was all over the place in this game. So were the Harrison twins. Aaron from D banks it home.
Well, you got to have a little luck sometimes. They played well. He knocked that one in off the glass.
Ron Baker, 4-3.
That's nice.
Wichita State up by 3. Early knocks down a 3.
He showed everything.
He showed a little bit of everything in this game as well.
Post up.
He'll do it again. He went 4 of 6 from the great beyond. Early had 31. Most for a Wichita State player in a tournament game since 65. Crunch time. Down the stretch.
Look at this. He's just squaring up. He's feeling it.
That's a pro move right there.
Yes, indeed.
And Early puts the Shockers up by 1. James Young has the answer.
I thought that was a big-time shot. James Young is not afraid of the big moment.
Young had 13. Ron Baker.
Glass.
Kentucky's not the only team using the Sunday St. Louis banking hours. 10 seconds to go. Baker called for the foul. Watch Baker try to sell the elbow to the face here.
Got to smash the elbow, smash his face into the elbow to get that call.
Just a common foul. And Andrew Harrison would make 1 of 2, so the door is ajar. They call a timeout and set up this play. VanVleet. They have been 10 of 20 from three-point range before VanVleet hoisted that shot. And the perfect season ends.
Yeah, I didn't like Greg Marshall calling a timeout there. I know a lot of coaches do that, but I think when you're coming down the court on a scramble, I think you're going to get a better shot. Trust your guards as opposed to calling timeout, having to draw something up with 3 seconds left. After they came out for that formation, John Calipari called the timeout to reset his defense. Obviously, if the shot went in, he would look great, but a perfect season for Wichita State ends imperfectly.
After a year away from the tournament, Kentucky is back in the Sweet 16 where they will meet Louisville next. The Cardinals were one of the teams they beat on their way to the 2012 National Championship. 39 points from the Harrison twins, their second highest output of the season, and the young Kentucky Wildcats didn't turn it over the final 8 minutes and 25 seconds of this game. They are moving forward. Tracy Wolfson has lots more from St. Louis.
Coach, what a run, but I know you felt ultimately short of your final goal. How disappointing is it today?
You know, it's disappointing because it's over. The finality of it hits you smack in the face, and it's over for our seniors who gave us an unbelievable 4-year career here at Wichita State, and it's over for everyone in that locker room. It's been so much fun. It's been a joy every single day to coach these guys. And you know, we lost to a good basketball team that really played well. I thought it was a great game. They made some crazy shots, great shots. They went to the foul line a ton and knocked down every single one of them. And in the end, you know, there's a ball in the air that if it goes, we win. So I told Fred I wouldn't want anyone else having their hands on that basketball. I know Clee and Ron probably are better shooters, and we had them as options, and they took those away, to their credit. But it takes nothing away from our season. It was a special season, and I'm excited for what the future holds. I'm excited for the guys that are coming back. I'm excited for these seniors that graduate. They're all on track, and they're going to play professional basketball and then be pros in life. And give them about a week off, 10 days, and hopefully the sting will go away and we can come back next year.
Thanks so much for your time. Congratulations on just a tremendous season.
Great season for the Shockers. Ends in St. Louis. Kentucky moves on to Indianapolis. Louisville's up next. Guys, as you see this team, they grew up a little bit today. How far can they go?
Well, you know, guard play. You want to have guard play. I thought Julius Randle and James Young has been, you know, fantastic throughout the year, up and down, but they've been kind of the staples, and it was all on the guards. I thought Aaron and Andrew really had a coming out party today against a Wichita State that had some really good guards. They played well.
I agree. The Harrison twins, I saw them early in the year in the Coaches Classic against your former team, Michigan State, and they have grown up tremendously. They played big tonight. They got to play well if they want to beat Louisville.
All right, more to come here, including the second half of the Tennessee-Mercer game. Jarnell Stokes has more than double Mercer's rebounds through 20 minutes of this game. That tells you all you need to know at this point.
When your cable's on the fritz, you get tense. When you get tense, you can't sleep. When you can't sleep, you need to sleep. When you need to sleep, you get stranded. When you get stranded, you have to survive. When you have to survive, you eat wild berries. And when you eat wild berries, you chase imaginary butterflies into something highly illegal. Don't chase imaginary butterflies into something highly illegal. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Pizza Hut already makes great pizzas. Now they're delivering award-winning wing joint quality wings from Wing Street. It's time to put them to the test with a real wing expert, the Kansas Jayhawk.
Ahoy, great to see you. We got a Wing Street delivery for you here.
Oh, yeah. Was this like your buddy or something? Yeah, look away, dude. Avert your eyes. Get 8 bone-out wings for $5 or $1 more for bone-in. Go for greatness. Wing Street from Pizza Hut.
You got some beefy wings yourself there, big boy.
How are we looking here, Charlie?
All sectors are looking great.
Excellent.
Hey, you guys doing?
Oh, well, we're double-checking the distributed antenna system. So when all you fans post to Instagram, there'll be more network to handle it.
So, you guys hiring?
Do you know how to optimize a 9-beam multi-beam antenna system?
Nope. That a deal breaker?
Pretty much.
All right.
Enjoy the show.
AT&T is building you a better network.
Cheer for the stumbles. The he shoulda had that's. And the tears that linger. For in those moments, greatness lies. There, you will find the provoked, the determined, the unified. It's in those moments that champions are born.
Daniel Corsi and the Mercer Bears have some work to do if they're going to keep the run alive. Second half coming up. And up next, Greg Gumbel from New York with the Naismith finalists.
AT&T at the Half is presented by AT&T. Rethink possible.
With communication comes trust. At Northwestern Mutual, we start by getting to know you. Then together build a financial plan that takes advantage of life's opportunities.
Coke Zero celebrates NCAA March Madness with real fans, real passion, and real Coca-Cola taste. Are you a real fan? Prove it.
Napa know-how?
Yeah, comes with every Napa oil filter.
We've got silver, gold, and platinum.
It's like a family of filters.
Cool.
Yeah, the family.
Any questions?
La Familia.
Well, we're known for our high-quality filters, but it's not that dramatic.
You calling me a liar? Huh?
I'm not,
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
But he can.
Hilarious.
Insist on Napa filters.
Celebrate the soggy shoes and the slow starts. Celebrate the lessons learned along the way. These are the wins. Not the shiny, nail-biting kind. These are the last a lifetime kind.
Tuesday, the race to the NBA finish line is heating up on TNT. First, KD and the Thunder make their move for the West, taking on Dirk Nowitzki and a Mavericks team fighting to make the cut. Then it's a classic coast-to-coast collision when Melo and the Knicks square off against Powell and the Lakers. Thunder Mavericks, Knicks Lakers. Tuesday at 8, presented by State Farm on TNT.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NCAA for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any picture, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NCAA's consent is prohibited.
Hi, everyone. I'm Greg Gumbel in New York. The Naismith Trophy is an annual award given by the Atlanta Tip-Off Club to the top collegiate basketball player in the nation. There were many worthy candidates, but here are the finalists for the 2014 Naismith Trophy presented by AT&T. Nick Johnson, the Pac-12 Player of the Year from Arizona. Doug McDermott, the nation's leading scorer from Creighton. Jabari Parker, ACC Freshman of the Year from Duke. And Russ Smith, averaging 18.3 points a game and 5th on the all-time scoring list at Louisville. You can be a part of college basketball history. Visit NaismithVote.com from your desktop or mobile phone to learn more about the finalists and cast your vote for the winner of the 2014 Naismith Trophy presented by AT&T. Thanks for watching AT&T at the Half.
Okay, let's do it. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's happening. She's staring at us. Turn around.
Is that a fraternity? Whoa. It's like the gun show. Hello, sailor.
Are you ready for a show?
You caught about your neighbors?
No.
You have no idea what you started.
Oh, no. Are we even now?
Oh, yeah, now we're even.
Are we even now?
Yeah, we're even. We're just getting started.
Neighbors. Rated R.
Starting route now. Exit in 1/4 mile. Bear toward the right in 500. Make that 100 feet. Take a right-hand turn in. Wow, that came up quick. In 1/4 mile, take a left on. You are ahead of me. Prepare to take a left onto Brock. Are you doing that on purpose? Your final destination is coming up at... Never mind. We're here.
Navigate your route quicker.
Phew.
The new Regal from Buick.
What the
fall on your head.
Wednesday, TBS's Hidden Camera Ambush series, Deal With It, is back.
Are you feeling okay?
All new Wednesday at 10:30, only on TBS.
My father bought the Chevrolet dealership in August the 2nd of 1961. We're approaching our 53rd year. Our motto is, it's where customer satisfaction is not our goal, it's our business. We want the people to see, hey, there is a difference at Ray Smith Chevrolet Buick. They're passionate about what they do, they're enthusiastic, and they're going to do it right. You're family with us, and we're going to make sure that we treat you like you would want to be treated.
It's deer season, a great time to save on new John Deere tractors. Get 0% financing for 60 months on the value-packed 3E, 5D, and 5E Series John Deere tractors. Get the tractor that fits your needs and your budget, and get $1,000 off a new 3E with the purchase of 2 qualifying implements. Great options, great savings, great value. It's all yours during deer season. Come in today.
Stop by our dealership for special offers taking place for a limited time. Get great deals and service on legendary John Deere equipment.
Coverage of the NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament is sponsored by John Deere, Buick Regal, Universal Pictures film Neighbors, and by the Samsung Galaxy Pro Series tablets.
Rebound advantage for the SEC Volunteers. Their lead 42-27 at the half, going to the second half as we swing it over to Rachel Nichols.
Well, Coach, Langston Hall, usually your best player on the floor. Tonight, only 1 of 6. How do you get him going in the second half?
Well, I mean, they're doing a great job. Richardson's athletic and been all up in him, and we've got to continue trying to find different angles, different ways to get him freed up, but we got to get everybody freed up. We got to get freed up mentally right now. 3 fouls against them right now, the strongest team in the whole tournament, and they only got 3 fouls. We got to keep going at them.
Thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you. That's Rachel moments ago. Kevin Harlan along with the Hall of Famer Reggie Miller and Lenny Elmore. All right, how does Mercer get back in this game?
Well, I agree with Coach in one aspect, but they're not being aggressive enough, and that's the reason why there's not a lot of fouls on Tennessee. But it starts with rebounding. You've got to keep them off the boards. 12 offensive rebounds is too much. Normally you get that for a game, but for a half, it's unacceptable.
Well, being down 20 rebounds is 24-4. That tells you something that they're not aggressive enough, just looking for jump shots. And when your front line has 0 rebounds, all 3 forwards haven't been able to corral a board, that tells you that they're not battling inside the trenches, that maybe Stokes and Maimon have just essentially intimidated those 3 guys. I expect the second half to be a lot different.
Devastating trends as you take a look at the numbers from the first half.
No free throws for Mercer, and that goes to Coach Hoffman's point. But we talked about this in the first half, Lynn. Who was doing the driving to get into the paint, to be aggressive, to take the contact, and potentially go to the free throw line? I thought the Bears settled for a lot of outside shots. Maybe this could be a little bit different here in the second half.
Absolutely, and again, we talked about the Bruce brothers. Between Stokes and Maimon, they are battling. You know, they're getting to the 50-50 balls. Even McRae on his seat is able to corral one. You know, you've got to be able to battle and fight. You can't watch those guys. Put a body on them early, accept the physical nature of it, and go and fight. And that's what Mercer has to do.
One thing in this tournament against Duke and now against Tennessee, they are -24. He is Mercer in offensive rebounding. And here we go, starting the second half. Stokes draws the double. Outside, Richardson with 16. He'll stick right there. Good offensive rebound. We just talked about the offensive glass game, and Stokes cleans it up.
We talked about fighting, and Stokes gets exactly where he wants to on the offensive glass. Nobody touches him.
That's all about effort, hustle, and heart.
Stokes has his 22nd double-double. Hall, 3.
That's not exactly what Rachel Nichols was addressing with Coach Hoffman. How do you get Hall going offensively? But he's got to take it upon himself to be aggressive. I thought the first 5 minutes he did a good job. Even though he missed those shots, he was 1 of 5 in the first 3-4 minutes, and then he went away from looking at the basket.
Hall's got 6.
Yeah, he's going to have to go to the basket, put it on the floor. More importantly, they're going to have to get the ball.
Stokes, 13 points, 10 rebounds.
I think Stokes is taking this personal between Daniel Corsi, because in last year's NIT game, Daniel Corsi thoroughly outplayed Jarnell Stokes.
That's 7 of 7 from the floor and a lot of good rebounds. That's a good point.
What a difference a year makes, though.
Yes, I should say.
And you see the big fella right there just bulldozes his way on that weak side glass. You know, even if you have to put two guys on him, you've got to find a way to keep him off the glass, and that's just added benefit for Tennessee, the offense he's given him.
The Vols, Jordan McRae just picked up his first personal foul. Look over on CBS, a big game between Iowa State, North Carolina tied under 2 to play.
Looked like Jordan McRae may have bumped knees with Bud Thomas.
That's what they have to do. Better spacing, put the ball on the floor, and put pressure on the Tennessee defense. Right now, shooting jump shots from the perimeter, you know, when you're down as much as they are, plays right into the Vols' hands.
Anthony White, his first 2 of the game. Ball falls out of bounds at the ball. Shot clock at 18, a little less than 2 minutes gone.
Anthony White Jr. again just does a nice job. Doesn't settle for the 3, which he certainly could have. He puts it on the floor and goes hard to the basket, and Tennessee just didn't get there in time.
Barton, overhaul.
Back-to-back baskets where the iron has been very kind to Tennessee.
So Barton averages 7. He's got 9. Richardson averages 9. And he's got 16.
Yeah, guys are really stepping their game up, playing athletically and utilizing their strengths.
Well, isn't that normally what you're supposed to do come tournament time? Your role players are put in a different position because the best players have all the attention towards them at the defensive end as well as offensive end.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do, but there are a whole lot of teams at home watching right now that it doesn't happen for.
Looks like McRae may have stepped out of bounds here.
No, it looked like he was in bounds. Looked like he got fouled and didn't like the foul.
There was no foul. Armani Moore comes in for Jordan McRae.
Now, if you're Coach Hoffman and Mercer, you're down 16 points right here. If you can get this to 10 or 11 before 10 minutes left, you felt that you've kind of climbed back in this ball game because you have enough scoring to go the rest of the way, but you just can't let this lead stretch out.
Hall with the ball, 2 of 8. Averages 15 a game. He's got 6. Richardson on him. Collin picked up by Maimon. Rebound, Barton off to the races. 4 on 3 on the wing. Richardson. Barton, another train.
4 of 13 on the afternoon for Tennessee from downtown.
It's the biggest volunteer lead tonight.
And that's because they are playing to their strengths and they're playing with extreme confidence.
See what happens when you share the basketball?
There's a foul. Stokes will pick up his first as he tries to defend the big man, Daniel Corsi.
It's nice when you get out in transition and you share the basketball. Richardson could have easily had a lay-in, but he recognized that Antonio Barton was circling behind him.
Alice comes in for the Corsi. And you've also got new player coming in, Derek Reese, checking in. So Corsi is out. Alice is in. He's the 3rd string center.
And look at Coach Hoffman exaggerating his clapping towards the officials about finally calling a foul on the Tennessee Volunteers.
Reese just picked up his first for Tennessee. Down with Reese on him. Here's Alice. Stokes in his way.
They're going to protect that basket each time. Mercer ball handler wanted to go up, but he couldn't because of the protection.
It's a White 3.
And it almost could have been a White Jr. 4-point play. Reese very fortunate he didn't pick up the foul there. So 5 quick points for Anthony White Jr. after putting up a goose egg in the first half.
Tennessee has hit 4 of their first 5 shots. There's a turnover. Mercer's hit 3 of their first 6 in the second half.
Goaltender.
It's on Richardson.
The ball had already hit the glass, and then Richardson got it, and that's automatic goaltending. We're going to take a look. Anthony White Jr. on the drive, now on the recovery, flows back into the 3. Mercer's waking up.
Hello, gentlemen. Andrew, could you send me the revised deck, please?
Revised deck.
I can do that.
Your Samsung can do that? Mine can't do two things at once.
Can you move your laptop a little bit?
It's actually a tablet, Surface.
Well, it does have a keyboard and a battery dock.
And a mouse.
This book makes no sense.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
Well, maybe we can look her up on YouTube.
You can do that?
Yeah. My Kindle can't get that app.
Well, what can it do?
Books.
So your Samsung looks better than my iPad because it's got more pixels. Right. But mine's got the Retina thingy.
The next big thing is here. Do more on the new multitasking Galaxy Pro Series tablets.
Mine was earned in Korea in 1953.
Afghanistan in 2009. Orbiting the moon in 1971.
Once it's earned, USAA Auto Insurance is often handed down from generation to generation because it offers a superior level of protection and because USAA's commitment to serve current and former military members and their families is without equal. Begin your legacy. Get an auto insurance quote. USAA. We know what it means to serve.
This Tuesday, own the most talked about film of the year.
Brilliant idea.
It's bold, brave, wild.
It's awesome.
The Wolf of Wall Street. Own it this Tuesday on Blu-ray Combo Pack and Digital HD.
We know how to hit 3 from here and here. But where we won't drop buckets is here. Seat monitors add unnecessary weight and fuel costs. Unnecessary because you already have the monitor. Rethinking in-flight entertainment, one of the many ways we bring you $69 airfares. For a limited time only, Southwest is offering flights as low as $69. If it matters to you, it matters to us. Book now online only at southwest.com.
Greg Gumbel in New York with a tournament update over on CBS in San Antonio. DeAndre Kane getting loose down deep. He leads the way with 22 points. Put Iowa State up 2, but Carolina's free throws have tied it at 83, coming up on 10 seconds to play. Kevin, Reggie, Lenny.
A beauty right there. Here, Tennessee 51-37 over Mercer. The big lead for the Volunteers, 19. Mercer's not had a lead. We've got a couple early ties.
Iowa State, all that without the services of George Niang out with the broken foot.
UConn waits at the Garden. Next here in Raleigh will be Memphis against top seed in the East, Virginia.
How about this, Kev? Better start to this second half for Mercer. Anthony White Jr., 7 quick points. Remember the goose egg in the first half. Langston Hall more aggressive. You're shooting 57% from the field, which is great, but oh, by the way, you're allowing Tennessee to shoot 80% the start of the second half.
Right now in that 2-3 zone, they're trying to lull Tennessee into taking the 3.
McCray the miss. Another offensive rebound. Stokes McCray.
But that's what you give up. You know, you can lull them into taking the 3s, but if you can't keep Stokes or Maimon off the boards, you're just asking for more trouble.
Now this remains in the middle. Of course, he continues to take a rest. They go inside, and more points scored by Anthony White Jr. He has really put together a nice string. He's got Mercer's last 9 points.
And back to the zone here, but you're absolutely right, Lynn. Zone principles. You're really guarding areas as opposed to a man. So when the shot goes up, you got to try to find a body on Maimon or Stokes. Stokes with 12 rebounds already in this game.
McRae with the miss and the rebound by Anthony White Jr.
And half of those rebounds are offensive rebounds. 6.
Mercer is at 5 of 8 to start the second half. That one goes inside. There was a shove. And it was on Richardson of the Volunteers who picks up number 2.
You want to see some outstanding offensive rebounding? Take a look at Jarnell Stokes. He does a little bit of a spin. That perpetual movement, that constant movement gets you to the glass, keeps you from being blocked out, and makes you a very successful offensive rebounder.
It's White again. He has now scored the last 11 consecutive Mercer points.
The pride of Pike High School in Indianapolis starting to get the motor running offensively here for the Mercer Bears.
They're emerging from hibernation and they're starting to chip away.
On those blocks, Maiman and Stokes. Stokes coming off a career-high 26 against UMass on Friday. 10 to fire. Open, McRae.
Tough shot. Late rotation there by Gowan. You got to rotate over a little bit quicker.
Quicker, right. And that's kind of been the story. Just a little bit late sometimes Mercer on the defensive switches and rotations.
Yeah, they have been, or they've been out-muscled down low. Got to put up a bigger fight.
White. And Stokes.
And because White Jr. has picked up fire offensively, Josh Richardson has switched over to him as opposed to guarding Langston Hall.
Stokes has 13 and 13. They go to Maiman. And Hellis climbing his back and picks up the foul. Let Upwave help you bring out your inner beast. The tips and advice on how to keep your body at its best. Check out upwave.com/basketball. 12:47 to play. The 14th seed Mercer Bears from Macon, Georgia, beating Duke on Friday. And Tennessee, the 11th seed. They played in Dayton and beat Iowa. They played UMass and got the Minutemen on Friday. Here they take on Mercer. The winner will go to the Sweet 16. Richardson. Outside. Barton. 3. Wow. He's got 15 points, and he's buried 3 triples.
And that play was all made there by Richardson. Collapsed the defense with the drive.
Hall drives into a couple of Volunteers.
And that's what Hall should have been doing from the jump. He's got the capability, he's got the length to get by his man, and he creates so many problems for Tennessee when he gets in the paint.
Hall is 3 of 9.
But it's a little bit difficult to do all that when you've got the best perimeter defender maybe in the SEC in Richardson guarding him.
But I would agree with you, Reg, but the problem for me was he never even tried.
Yeah.
In the first half, he hardly ever tried to go to the hoop.
Of course, he had just chunked in moments ago for the Mercer Bears. Got a timeout. 11:43 to play in the second half from Raleigh.
We're so dead. Oh my, look at that! No, stop, it's a mirage! Welcome to the soiree. You sure this is a mirage? The Fiat over there has 4 doors. Fiat only makes small cars. Yeah, you're right. Let's go. Bye, Diddy Mirage.
The all-new 4-door Fiat 500L. Unbelievably big. Well-qualified lessees get the all-new Fiat 500L Pop for $199 a month, plus no-cost basic maintenance care.
Attention, the owner of a vehicle with a bumper sticker, "Terrible," your lights are on.
You want to get that, genius? Not mine.
On the passenger seat, there's a collection of Charles Barkley highlight DVDs.
Must be a big fan.
And the license plate reads, Sir Charles.
I'm going to go get some drinks with my Capital One Venture card. Be right back.
Earn unlimited double miles with no blackout dates from the Capital One Venture card.
Forgetting something, Sir Charles? What's in your wallet?
At LG, we know that every day, in every corner of our world, another chance for a dream to come true presents itself. And just like you, We at LG know the first step, believing it's all possible. LG, official corporate partner of the NCAA.
Daddy, where does this come from?
Delving into their lineage, twins Chris and Cliff Paul discovered their ancestors invented the assist. In 1922, Clifford Paul inspired the very first State Farm agents to act like a good neighbor. While Christopher Paul had the idea to pass the ball in order to score. It was clear the gift of giving was in their genes. Allegedly. Nothing endures like the legacy of an assist.
What are you watching? Only classic NCAA March Madness. I think I can get you a better look.
Thanks for pressing the Mayday button. I'm Amy. How can I help?
I want to show Smitty this clip on the big screen.
If you want to put that video up on your TV, tap the display icon and you can beam it up to the big screen.
That's the last time you jumped that high. You know we went all the way.
Kindle Fire HDX with Mayday, only from Amazon.
Hey, where are you going? There's another angle.
Greg Gumbel in New York with a tournament update. Here's how it ended in a wild fashion over on CBS in San Antonio. DeAndre Kane of Iowa State driving to break an 83-83 tie. Nate Britt of North Carolina doesn't get the timeout called before time runs out. That's how it ends. Iowa State moves on to the Sweet 16. Get you back to Kevin, Lenny, and Reggie.
How about Cyclone coach Fred Hoiberg? What a job he's done with Iowa State. And I don't know what the bigger story is, Lenny, the teams that are continuing on or the teams that are out. No North Carolina, no Duke, no Kansas, no Syracuse into the next round, the Sweet 16.
Well, the Power 5 conferences, get ready, move over, because you got company.
Congratulations to a former teammate of mine, the mayor, Fred Hoiberg, especially with the big injury to George Niang.
Roy Williams, when he was at Kansas, coached against Hoiberg when he played for Iowa State. So Mercer has not taken a free throw shot the entire game. 10 have been taken by Tennessee. They've got 9 points. A foul is called on leading scorer Jordan McRae coming in. That is his second. We've got a difference of 22 rebounds, Lenny, between Tennessee and Mercer. The easy points. Tennessee plus 12 points in the paint. Plus 9 second chance points. Plus 6 fast break points.
Well, and they're down 15, and I say only down 15 simply because those numbers would normally evidence slaughter. Here, they're within striking distance, particularly the way they shoot the three.
That's exactly why there's at least at 15. They're shooting 51% from the field, 64% in this second half alone.
Reg Mayman just picked up his second foul for the Volunteers.
But if you're Coach Martin, no time to panic here.
As I mentioned before, the break, Corsi back in the game. A nice chance to catch his breath with Havlicek there, but now the best big man for Mercer is in there. But they're missing the second string big man, and that's been tough. Got one inside. Nice reverse, and it was right around Stokes.
Are you guys seeing a pattern right now?
Yeah, putting your head down and going and getting into the basket.
Exactly. Putting pressure on the Tennessee defense, beating their rotation, and getting some high percentage shots.
Barton McRae.
Offense has not been the problem for Mercer. It's defensive rebounding. So when long shots like this don't go in, or do go in by Barton, they get the offensive rebound. Barton on fire here.
Barton with 18. He's hit 4 threes right. He averages 7 a game.
Well, I would agree with you to a certain extent. Offense hasn't been totally the problem, but you're never going to put Tennessee in foul trouble. You're never going to get an opponent and get to the free throw line unless you go to the basket.
Barton season high this year, 21 points, already 18 points with just a little over 10 to play.
Gowan picked up his second personal foul. He will check out. And we've got a timeout. 10.5 to play in the half. The Volunteers on top of the Bears, 61-45.
For the small and the tall, for the strong and the elegant, for the authentic, for at home and on the go, for pessimists and optimists, for those who love you a little and those who love you a lot, for ultimate flavor and great refreshment, with or without calories. for carefree enjoyment, for those who have a lot to say and those who have nothing to add, for those who want to choose and choose, for every generation, for us, for everyone, forever.
Well, there was no timeout taken, although both teams went to their benches and thought there was a timeout. So did the coaches, but none taken, and away we go.
To finish the point we were making about, offense not being the problem for Mercer, but I contend that if they had been going to the basket more often, if they could get to the free throw line, here they are down 15, 16 with no free throws. Imagine where they might be if they get to the line a little bit.
Mercer has gone small. Corsi is out. Burton with a three. Wamu on the move. Richardson tailing it. Hall with a triple. And Hall is 3 of 10 firing tonight.
Yeah, that may have been one step a little bit outside of his normal three-point range in transition. Yeah. And frustration, too, as well.
Sure.
He hasn't had a lot of clean looks because of the defense of Richardson and Armani Moore.
Mercer is at 7 threes. Tennessee is at 6. McCray. Good. Stokes. He was compared to a pulling guard in football. He's quadruple covered outside Burton 3. And picked up by Bud Thomas.
Those are grown man rebounds down low for Stokes.
Maimon just picked up a foul, trying to guard on the perimeter with a little shove, and it's number 3 on Maimon.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you want to go out for the football team, young man, if I'm the head coach of the Tennessee football team, I'm going to be at your dorm room as soon as you get back to Knoxville.
That's what Bob Hoffman said. They've got 2 pulling guards down low, including
pulling guards.
Yeah,
you see the way in the first half, the way Stokes ran the court. You got a tight end with some serious speed. Those hands.
Well, there's precedent for that,
speed.
Isn't there?
No, there's no question about it. Best tight ends in the NFL.
Yep. Antonio Gates,
power forwards.
Tell you what,
Jimmy Graham down at New Orleans.
16 rebounds tonight for Stokes.
McCray was double. And Hallis was reaching in, trying to prevent Stokes from the move, and picks up the foul. We began the broadcast tonight talking about Monty Brown, the second team center, a 6'11 senior who had a concussion. He caught the hip of Jabari Parker of Duke right in the temple. And as Rachel told us, he's still got some issues. And you can see the earplugs knocking out the noise. He's keeping his eyes almost shut. And for a while didn't even remember the game, the coach told us yesterday.
Well, you could have gone to their twin tower with Corsi and Brown to kind of counteract Stokes and Maimon.
That's a travel on Stokes. Under 9 to play. Maimon coming back in. Stokes is going to take a breather.
And good idea. Consul Martin recognized Stokes quickly after the last sequence was a little winded.
Good point.
And that play was one of those fatigue plays.
Darnell Stokes goes to the bench. We talked about his 16 rebounds. His career and season high is 18. So he's closing in on that.
Bud Thomas is trying to work his way in. Moore was preventing him. And Moore picks up his second personal foul. Our second game features the Cavaliers, Wahoos of Virginia, the #1 seed in the East. They will take on a Rocket relay team in Memphis.
Contrasting styles.
I'll tell you what, Virginia, now that Carolina is out of the mix, they're the standard bearers now for the ACC. They won the regular season as well as the tournament, so it's very fitting that they're the last team standing from the ACC.
There's Gowan at the line, 154th game played, a 6th-year senior, issues injury-wise first couple years. And that is the second all-time back at David Light, who played 157 games for the Buckeyes of Ohio State in terms of total games played at the D1 level.
Trying to speed up the tempo here, trying to create a steal opportunity here for Mercer.
Neiman, McCray, shot clock is down to 13.
Mercer persistent in that matchup, thinking that they're going to be able to thwart the inside play, which they couldn't, and also invite Tennessee to take those outside shots. Tennessee playing very smart.
Allen picks up his third personal foul for Mercer.
You better get a good night's rest if you're a big going against Stokes and Mayman.
Well, we talked about this the other night. It's the third best rebounding duo in college basketball. The best in the SEC since LSU had Davis and Thomas. It's Big Baby and Tyrus. And then the best at Tennessee, Reg, since Bernard King and Reggie Johnson back in the late 70s. So this is a historically good rebounding tandem. Mayman right there, transferred from Marquette and didn't play a year ago because of knee issues, and Stokes at the line.
You talk about getting a good night's sleep, you better bring that armor too, because they are leaving marks.
And they're not pretty.
Tennessee a little pressure of their own right now, trying to go 1-3-1.
Cannavaro is in. Thomas the three. Oh, they tried to slam with Wamu. And he was held and fouled as he was on the launching pad.
Wamu gets up, boy.
He does. Third foul on McCray. Stokes has been all over the floor. 15 points, 16 rebounds. A commanding presence for this surging Volunteer team.
Success doesn't just happen. It takes work. At Northwestern Mutual, we'll help you build a financial plan and stick with it, doing the little things that can lead to big rewards.
Let's go. From the crack, off the backboard.
You're up.
So close.
Now, where were we? Okay, this one's good for two.
Score.
Share what you love with who you love. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
They're great.
At Enterprise, we hire more college graduates every year than anyone else.
And many of us play college sports too.
From Bulldogs to Wildcats.
Do we have spirit? Yes, we do.
And we put it to work for you every single day.
That's the Enterprise way.
Get Bleacher Report's Team Stream app and be the first to know the latest on all your teams. With real-time updates sent straight to your mobile device, Team Stream's got you covered.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah.
Get into Nissan now. 5 new Nissans. More excitement than ever. Choose 0% APR financing for up to 60 months on Altima. Or get 0% APR financing on Sentra.
Nissan. Innovation that excites.
Shop ChooseNissan.com.
It's Ford Truck Month, and F-Series, America's best-selling truck, is leading the charge. Check the standings. Emergency vehicles, Ford saves the day. Oil refinement, Ford drills it home. While the competition talks a big game, we just point to the scoreboard. During Ford Truck Month, get 1.9% for 60 months, plus up to $1,000 cash back on Super Duty, or score up to $4,500 cash back.
Welcome back to Raleigh, where Tennessee leads Mercer. And you know, it was about a month ago where a lot of outsiders were already declaring this ball season to be a loss. But Coach Conzo Martin thought that his team could still make the NCAA tournament. And to drive that point home with his players, he surprised them in a team meeting by showing them that great montage of one shining moment.
The boys, and there you are. You're running for your life. You're a shooting star, and all the years.
Sweet sounds of Luther Vandross there, and Coach Martin has been playing that for the team over and over again as they have won 7 of their last 8 games, guys. He played it for them again last night, and hey, I guess it's working out there.
Good stuff, Rachel.
I tell you what, Every time you see it, whether you're a player or not, it gives you goosebumps. Those goosebumps seem to have turned into energy and motivation for the Tennessee Vols.
Looked like I saw some tears bubbling up in some of those players' eyes right there.
But the best part about it, and I know this is Conzo Martin's reasoning, they look at that and say, that could be me.
Absolutely.
That could be us. Why not?
7:50 to go. They go inside. Maiman. He goes right around Wanu. Thompson. And for the first time in the second half for the Volunteers.
And another offensive rebound for the Volunteers.
Richardson.
Oh, my goodness.
On the floater. Those are his first 2 points, Rich, in the second half.
But nevertheless, the athleticism, the quickness, and the touch. Well, that's a poisonous combination if you're playing defense.
And that's over a 7-footer right there in Corsi. Jason Richardson, 18 points. And his season and career high is 20. So between Barton and Richardson, both having career nights here for Tennessee.
White was right there. Wanu grabs the ball. Makes a move outside Hall, the fake, the triple.
They're still battling. You're only 13 down here.
And there's plenty of time, 7 minutes, and if they utilize those tactics, once again, not settling for shots, penetrating, making the Tennessee defense shift, and then finding an open man, they're going to have some success. But they still, as we both have mentioned, they got to get on the board.
Yes.
Moore, Richardson.
35-11 advantage in rebounding for Tennessee.
Richardson and over Hall. Got it. He's hit 2 in a row. He's got a Tennessee high 20 points. That is a season high and a career high for Richardson. He has been on point all night. But junior from Edmond, Oklahoma. Here, Hall trying to keep his Mercer Bears alive. Richardson doing it at the other end.
Hey, Steve, are those my lights?
When you get a new Buick, you want to show it off. You're invited to the Buick Open House event, where for the first time, select 2014 Buick models are specially priced so you can get thousands off MSRP. Or join the thousands switching to Buick and get over $3,900 total value on this 2014 Buick LaCrosse.
I'm Johnny Williams, and my dream was to have a beer with my friends at America's highest bar. Shock Top made it happen.
Shock Top, Belgian-style unfiltered wheat. Live life unfiltered.
From the moment Clifford Paul created the assist, his legacy lived on, both in his smile and in his style. From one generation to the next, State Farm agents never cease to assist you. That's getting to a better state.
With AT&T's new pricing for families, you get 4 lines on AT&T's network, including unlimited talk, unlimited text, and 10 gigs of data to share.
10 gigs?
10 gigs. All for $160 a month.
You know, I think our family really needed this. It's really going to bring us closer together.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep.
Introducing our best ever family pricing. For instance, a family of 4 gets 10 gigs of data with unlimited talk and text for $160 a month. Only from AT&T.
We know how to hit 3 from here and here. But where we won't drop buckets is here. Seat monitors add unnecessary weight and fuel costs. Unnecessary because you already have a monitor. Rethinking in-flight entertainment, one of the many ways we bring you $69 airfares. For a limited time only, Southwest is offering flights as low as $69. If it matters to you, it matters to us. Book now online only at southwest.com.
Mercer's never led. The big lead for the Volunteers, 19. When skies fall, hit the ground running. The battle for Earth is just beginning in an all-new season of falling skies. Sunday, June 22nd at 10/9 Central on TNT. Well, first-round coverage of the NCAA Division I Women's Basketball Championship continues tonight on ESPN, ESPN2, and ESPN3. For more information on game times and listings, go to NCAA.com. Kevin Harlan, Reggie Miller, Lenny Elmore, Rachel Nichols in Raleigh. And the Volunteers are 6.5 minutes away from the Sweet 16 4 seed.
Stokes with his 17th rebound. We talked about a career high 18 rebounds. He's been a man amongst boys from the start.
Lenny, no Tennessee player has ever had this many rebounds in an NCAA tournament game. A lot of basketball has been played in Knoxville, and Stokes has the all-time record in a tournament game now of 17.
And quite deserving, too. We've seen him move, spin. We've seen him battle for position. They didn't come easy.
They never do.
And right now on the defensive end, Tennessee very content with a 15-point lead to play behind Corsi, put a hand-up challenge in it, and then get the rebound.
Gollenred just picked up number 4 for Mercer.
And if you're Coach Martin in Tennessee here, shouldn't be a search of to run your offense through Stokes, through Maiman. Nice block shot there by Corsi.
She got on it, but Tennessee grabs it. Another offensive grab on a miss.
And the sad part about it is for Mercer, their 3 starting forwards have 2 rebounds among them.
Well, who's going to drag one with Maiman and Stokes down low? They're taking up everything. Between the two of them, 24 of the 37 Tennessee Volunteers rebounds.
Hall has 11. White has 11 for Mercer. Wamu. Corsi the screen. Barton sticks with Wamu. Off balance and in the air and foul. It's the first on Barton. Well, all these coaches, and certainly 56-year-old Bob Hoffman of Mercer is no different. They've all got stories. They've led a life, and this guy right here has authored a good one. He's coached a women's college team. He's coached from 8th grade all the way through every level of the game.
Think about the difference there. A women's team as well as the Rio Grande Valley NVDL League. So he's seen just about every type of player and seen just about every type of situation.
And those are the guys that are diamonds in the rough when it comes to coaching. I mean, there are a lot of big names that get into the revolving door.
Right.
But when you do that, you're missing out on guys like Bob Hoffman who have experienced it and know how to coach, how to motivate guys, and are focused on fundamental teaching.
Rachel?
Well, guys, you saw there that he started out coaching at an Oklahoma high school, and for a while after he was made that school's head coach, he threw up every morning. He was so excited and nervous, and we've seen throughout this weekend his players just love him. And you guys started the broadcast today showing that Nene dance celebration that backup guard Kevin Canaveri was doing after they beat Duke. Well, guys, Kevin and Langston Hall told me if they had won today, they were going to make Coach Hoffman do that dance. I don't know if we're going to see that, but hey, you know, it's incentive.
You never know. Said he was after the Duke win on Friday. He got text from his players all over the world playing in various leagues at various levels. He said, I grabbed myself a hot dog, got some sweetened tea, some popcorn, sat up in the stands, and I like live scouting, and that's what I did.
Again, I was so thoroughly impressed at the practice yesterday that he ran. Had the guys run lines when they missed assignments on offense, when there was a turnover. Just because it's a tournament game, we still are back to our principles.
Wamu with 11. He's one of 3 Bears with 11 points.
Yeah, Ike Wamu, quite the athlete, and he's matching athleticism with Tennessee. We'll see if they continue to go to him.
We're approaching 4.5 to play in the half. Maiman a screen. Corsi defending Stokes, who has had his way.
Can't get an easier look.
Wamu fouled by McCray. as he goes to the rack.
We talked about the Nene, and this is their pregame ritual before the game to get the guys going as they're stretching. And our own Lynn Elmore was getting ready to go out there and join them.
He did join them later on. Great to watch.
Yeah, with 1 foot, man. I guess that's the way you do that.
He did a nice job with 1 foot. There's Wamu at the line. He's a transfer from Cleveland State. He leads his team in minutes off the bench. When he played his high school basketball in Greensboro, North Carolina, he was the 2A Player of the Year in the state. And that state, that's saying something. This was the 10th ranked mid-major team in college basketball, this Mercer Ball Club. But the mid-majors, and it's a bad term, but it's used out there for clarification. I mean, the mid-majors are rising as we're seeing in this tournament.
They're dominating this tournament.
My goodness. 4 to play. And a whistle inside. Wamu, number 3. Last year it was Florida Gulf Coast, winning in Philadelphia and making it to the Sweet 16 out of the Atlantic Sun. Mercer trying to be the second team in 2 years to do that.
Yeah, and when we talk about the so-called mid-majors, I mean, we've gone over and over it again. It's because they have more mature players, almost every bit as skilled, but certainly men. And when you take a look at this Tennessee team, they're not a young team. You know, they're right where they need to be, juniors, seniors. You know, you sprinkle in a freshman or two who are apprentices. And, you know, now you got a bit of a difference from a skill level. But the difference, the stark difference between the mid-majors and the seniority versus young teams like Duke, you know, it tells pretty much when they face each other.
Yeah, the only thing to me that's really different is the level of competition night in and night out that a Tennessee will face in an SEC versus the competition that this Mercer team in Florida Gulf Coast in the Atlantic 10.
But
Atlantic Sun, excuse me.
But the thing is, this is one and done. It's not like you get another chance at them in conference play or anything like that.
Hall, 13. And tops the Mercer Bears in scoring tonight. 3.5 to go.
And you can't tell me that Langston Hall wouldn't be any more successful if he was on this Tennessee team.
Right. Well, he was recruited by Georgia, but late. And he thought, Mercer's been watching me the whole time. I'm going to go with them.
I love the loyalty. There's nothing wrong with that. He was had a chance to play right away.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at the snake-like moves of Richardson as he tries to ply his way in. Wamu picks up his 4th foul. Led by an uncommon source, he has blossomed in the tournament. A career high 22 tonight. Josh Richardson has been right on the money.
Are you up for whatever happens next?
2 seconds ago, we gave Ian a Bud Light and asked if he's up for whatever. Then this happened.
Hey, how's it going?
Ready, my little man here. Bud Light, the perfect beer for when your video with Ryan Tedder of One Republic is the best video ever. Until you find out you're in a commercial, making your video the second best video ever. Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens. See more at upforwhatever.com.
I just tried to book a flight using credit card miles, but they blacked me out. These miles were useless.
That's terrible.
And all the other dates are triple the miles.
Triple the miles? That's as useless as Chuck at a golf tournament. Or you at the three-point line. Or you in a spelling bee.
You got to switch to the Venture card from Capital One. You can fly any airline, no blackouts. That's what I did.
I don't say this often, but listen to the rep. Can't believe I said that.
Don't get blacked out. Get the Capital One Venture Card. Earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day. Good on any airline or hotel.
What's in your wallet?
Bad mistakes. Yeah, I've made a few. I've had my share of sand kicked in my
face. You know how it goes.
I'm a 6'8" power forward from your alma mater. We're one shot away from winning it all. And you couldn't even look away if your kitchen was on fire. Hey, look, your kitchen's on fire. And if you got your home insurance where you got your cut rate car insurance, it might not pay for all that. It's March, and it's mayhem. So get Allstate, where agents help keep you protected from mayhem like me.
Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
Commander, most of our population is dying or dead.
The world is sick, but I think I know how to stop it.
Now our duty is to the entire world. For our families, for our futures, and we will prevail.
The SEC Tennessee Volunteers have maintained at least a 12-point lead the entire second half, up by 24 in rebounding. And now the degree, 2 more, moment of the game.
And Lynn, you talked about it was going to be a big boy game tonight. And between Maimon and Stokes, 24 of the 37 rebounds for Tennessee.
Look at Stokes. I mean, he's been a monster on the glass, and guys are bouncing off him, man. Like I said, he leaves marks.
For 2 more moments of the game, log on to degreebasketball.com.
Well, you can't do any more with 17 and 17 and Jarnell Stokes.
And we talked about the front line for Mercer. Corsi, Collin, Bud Thomas, only 4 rebounds.
Tennessee, number 3 in NCAA rebound margin. Flexing those rebounding muscles tonight and the entire tournament. And this is the 3rd game they've played. Wednesday in Dayton against Iowa, beating the Hawkeyes. Friday here, beating UMass. The Minutemen fell. And right now holding on to a 72-59 lead over Mercer, who beat Duke. Corsi with the rebound.
Real high in points for Richardson.
All looking for Corsi. Ricochets away.
Wow.
Bracket already busted, and whose isn't? Didn't get your bracket in on time? It's not too late. Join the Capital One NCAA March Madness round by round game now at ncaa.com/round by round.
No one in the history ever of this tournament will ever have a perfect bracket. That will never, ever happen. Ever. Ever.
Jabri Bryant
for Mercer. Oh, I'm with you, man.
It's tough, huh? I mean, who can predict this stuff?
I mean, the odds are better that lightning strikes you twice or 3 times in the same place than getting a perfect bracket.
Not only many of these bigs for Tennessee, bulky and strong and adroit, but as we see a 3 launched by Bart, but they're also smart. You can just sense where they place themselves, the way they pass. They're smart players.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line. These guys have been around. You know, Maimon, 5th-year senior, and you got Stokes as a junior. They've been through it. They've been experienced. They've learned by mistake, and they've learned from their coaches and learned from experience.
I love how they play so well off one another. Both have great hands. They both can pass out of double teams, and they both pass well to one another.
They're rarely out of position on defense.
Well, let's give a lot of credit to Coach Martin as well.
Right.
In his schemes, he puts them in the right position to excel.
Hall has got 15, 2.5 to go, 11-point game.
The age of the oversized luxury car is about to give way to a smarter, more nimble breed. Introducing the Buick Encore. That's your kind of luxury. Buick Encore is J.D. Power's highest-ranked subcompact CUV in initial quality.
It's always been a part of me to fight for those who couldn't fight for themselves. Whether on my block or around the world. My name is First Lieutenant King, and I move toward the sounds of those who are in need of help.
The few, the proud, the Marines.
The Sweet 16 begins Thursday with the Infinity NCAA tip-off on TBS. 6 o'clock Eastern, followed by doubleheaders on both CBS and TBS. Here we are in Raleigh. This is the closest it has been in the second half.
Yeah, and you got to wonder, you hope, if you're a Volunteer fan, that Huntsville Martin's reminded his team, don't look at the clock. Play this thing through and stop wishing that the clock would tick down, because Mercer now, they're going to play in a desperate sense, and they've been knocking down some shots of late and whittle this lead down.
Stokes, Richardson banged and fouled on the play by newly instated Philip Leonard, a sophomore from Tulsa, just in, a junior college transfer from Oklahoma.
You talked about it being a 4-possession game. That's the last thing you wanted to do was foul and put Richardson on the free throw line. Yeah, you score without any time going off the clock. Wanted a better defensive effort.
Yeah, I mean, but if you're Mercer, you know, you don't mind that too much, because if he doesn't hit the free throws, you have saved some time.
I can't talk enough well wishes for Richardson and how he's played throughout this tournament. Remember in Dayton when Tennessee was struggling versus Iowa? Remember, he was 0 of 5 in the first half, struggled offensively. The start of that second half went 5 of 5, and their offense started to click. It was all Josh Richardson. And then we saw what happened when he was here versus UMass. So he's been the one constant scorer along with Jarnell Stokes.
Good point.
Still 4-possession game, and as I said, Mercer's starting to find the range. Oh, come on.
Percy lost it again. Another turnover.
That's twice now. Beautiful penetrate, and they kick it to Corsi. His hands aren't ready.
Percy's got 2 turnovers here late.
I'm sorry to be so critical by saying, oh, come on now, but as a big man, you just wish for times like that. That was a dunk.
Gollin picks up the foul. McCray was trying to scat away. 5 on Gollin, and he is gone. 6 years he has played, losing his first couple with medical hardship, some bad knee injuries. Tonight was his 154th game played, second most in D1. He's from Stevens Point High School in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. He was a first-team All-State High School basketball player, honorable mention in football, and a long career with a lot of bumps in the road coming to a close for Jacob Gollin.
Defensive Player of the Year in the Atlantic Sun as well. And most teams, especially once you get to tournament level, one of the 68 teams, you just hope you have a serviceable big. And Corsi is one of those guys. And we're talking about the Scholar Athlete of the Year in Jacob Gollin.
And Gollin played a big role in their historic upset against Duke. So, you know, he's got some memories to fall back on, and a terrific career.
You know what? There are hundreds of stories like that in the tournament.
Yes, there are.
Their last big-time basketball. He's a senior. He's stuck with it. He's been there as long as the head coach, Bob Hoffman. He was recruited by the coach prior to this. Hoffman has taken him in, and he's seen these kids develop 7 seniors on this team.
And the best part about his game, you can't fault him for effort.
You can't fault any of these Bears for effort.
Wamu 3. Good looking rebound inside.
Oh, man. Molten tough luck.
Yep. Now it's Richardson. Sliding in. It's now just a matter of time with 1.5 minutes to go.
Well, those are the kinds of plays that make you think it wasn't meant to be.
Right. Corsi, timeout. Now 2 remaining for Mercer. 3 remaining for Tennessee.
I love that Coach Hoffman is still continuing to coach this ball game.
On Wisconsin!
Huskers!
Concordia!
Gauchos!
Go Rebels!
You! Woo!
At Enterprise, we hire more college graduates every year than anyone else.
And many of us play college sports too.
From Cobbers to Wildcats.
From Bulldogs
to Silver Swords.
Do we have spirit? Yes, we do.
And we put it to work for you every single day.
That's the Enterprise way.
Pick Enterprise. we'll pick you up.
Mercer has never led. Tennessee has been in command most of the game and leading by as many as 19 points. They had a couple early ties. Up next, the number 8 seed Memphis Tigers. The number 1 seed and ACC champion Virginia Cavaliers, with a chance to go to New York in the Sweet 16. Next, Leonard picks up his second foul.
Right now, Tennessee can feel it, and as I said, each time they go into that huddle, I'm sure Council Martin reminds them, don't play the clock, play through this. And there'll be a point in time when they'll just be able to take the air out of the ball, but I think it'll take a little bit more before they can do that.
McCray at the line.
How about this, Lynn? There were so many boards talking about Tennessee Volunteers being on the outside of the first 4 out, that they snuck their way into this tournament. Now look at them. They're getting ready to dance and have a chance to move on to the Sweet 16.
And all those folks who call themselves Vols fans that did that to Coach Martin and these kids right now.
And you know who you are.
They're putting their disguises on, sneaking back on the bandwagon.
Moulton the miss. And the retrieval. Hall, 103. Naaman. And hounded by Moulton.
And the reason why I tell people I'm glad the way Coach Hoffman is continuing to coach this game. He's not only trying to show the underclassmen this, but the rest of the teams in the Atlantic Sun as well. You know, we play for 40 minutes. Even though we're down, we continue to play the same way.
But we're not that far from Macon, Georgia, and they had over 10 busloads of Mercer Bear fans from this little private school in the Atlantic Sun that made their way to Raleigh. And they have enjoyed a great weekend, a hospitable town, and enjoy what their Bears have done.
And when they get back on the bus, go home proud.
Yes.
Because I tell you what, they put forth the effort. Shots didn't fall. They met up against maybe a stronger team up front. But not only did they give the effort, they showed a lot of class in doing so.
I will say this, they've been the loudest cheering section out of all the teams here, the Mercer Bears.
Tennessee from the free throw line tonight has gone 23 of 26. 23 of 26. And Mercer 7 of 9. A big disparity as the players one by one are going off. McCray and Stokes and Maiman and Richardson, who is dynamite tonight with a career-high 26. All the reasons why Tennessee will win it and move on.
Let's not forget Jarnell Stokes, a career-high 18 rebounds as well. He ties his career high.
Stokes, 17 points, 18 rebounds. Goodness. Hall. It's White. And it's a rebound inside by Derek Reese, a sophomore from Orlando. Countdown is on. The Volunteers, third game this week. And they look fresh as ever and sharp as ever.
And if everyone was worried about was there going to be a fatigue factor, remember you're dealing with 17, 18, 19, 20-year-olds. Single elimination.
A.J. Davis feeds inside. Njai puts it.
Pops Njai, family from the Raleigh area. A big, huge cheering section here.
Bud Thomas, the miss. And retrieved, and that's going to do it. A few volunteered. Tennessee as a force heading into this tournament. But they are clearly that. The Tennessee Vols are going to the Sweet 16. We've watched them every game they've played this week. They have gotten better and better with every game, and you can see how they advance. They've got a date in Indy against the Wolverines, the Big Ten champs, who have looked terrific and certainly did against Texas. yesterday in Milwaukee.
Kev, you're absolutely right. In Dayton, they came out a little shaky. Iowa jumped on them quick. They started shooting a lot of jumpers. They got back to basics in the second half, playing inside out, going through that young man right there in Jarnell Stokes. And as we always say, cream rises. They got to their best players, and now they're getting ready to move on to the Sweet 16.
This is a team that clearly, you look in their eyes right now, they believe. And that's the most important thing. They believe in each other. And boy, have they operated on all cylinders.
Well, how about these numbers? Richardson, a career-high 26 for the Volunteers. And no Volunteer has ever had more rebounds in a tournament game. 18 by Stokes. Both are with our Rachel Nichols.
Well, I am here with a very happy Tennessee squad. And guys, it took you into the last 3 minutes of the first 4 game in Dayton to even take a lead. And now you're going to the Sweet 16. How does that feel?
Man, it feels great. You know, I can't thank anyone but God. But man, I just want to thank everyone who had faith in us. You know, we got a very genuine coach in Coach Martin, and we got players that can make plays, and I think that was the difference maker.
You mentioned Coach Martin. We'll hear from you in a sec, Coach, but I want to get your star player here. Coach Martin took a little criticism this season. You guys have banded together and played for him. I want you to explain how deep the loyalty runs and why he is part of the reason you're here now.
I mean, Coach Martin, he's so genuine, like Jarnell said. I mean, he really cares about us. He texts us off the court. I mean, schools have coaches that don't even talk to their players and they're not in practice and stuff, but, I mean, he really cares about how we are as men and what we're doing. And, I mean, every day in practice, he tells us to keep working, and everybody's taking his advice and done that, and here we are now.
And, Coach Martin, I want you to brag on the young man to your right because this was a career high for him tonight.
He played well, but these great guys, I'm happy to coach him. It's fun. It's emotional for me right now, but it's a great time for our program.
Absolutely. Thank you guys all, and good luck in the next round against Michigan.
Thank you, Rachel.
All right, back to you guys.
Hanzo Martin, the coach, in his 3rd year. He played in the NCAA Tournament at Purdue, the all-time leader in three-point shooting percentage at 45%. He came to Tennessee from Missouri State 3 years ago. He's battled cancer and won. He's battled the naysayers and won. And he is going to the Sweet 16. Moments ago, one of the great stories in this tournament, Mercer, who beat Duke and had the attention of all of college basketball, thanking their thousands of fans that were here.
And Kev, not only was this Mercer fans, this was this whole arena standing up, giving these young men a standing ovation. What a class act.
And that's what I told you. I mean, these guys had a lot of character, and the love affair just continues. They worked hard, and they deserve the serenade they got.
Tennessee is going to the Sweet 16. Tune in to True TV and TBS Now for live 3rd round games. Coming up on